Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to another video tutorial with me, Lisa Taggart. And after last week where I showed a pastel painting, I decided to do another one this week again, only this time using pastel pencils. So I hope you don't mind another indulgence this week, but it is a lot of fun. I'm calling this one The Colour of Magic, and really it is just adding colour and blending it on the pastel board and having a lot of fun, as I say. So let's look at the materials. There aren't very many. There's this pastel mat, which is really cardstock, and there's the details again of it. And I've decided to use the darker grey this time. So it's this one, and I cut it down to the right size, which you'll see in a minute. But here's the pack of 48 Stabilo pastel pencils, and if you take a screenshot, you can get the numbers just about there, and that will be important for later on. I'll also put them in the description box below. But we've got Nocturne and the Witch's Hat along with Mystical Swirls, and I'm going to convert all of those things into this little painting. So it's now cut down. The pastel board's much bigger than this, and I've cut it down to just about to show you 6 by 8 inches. And just in case you missed the swatches and the numbers, here's another chance to take a screenshot and have the numbers to hand. And it helps you by swatching them like this to see what the colours are like on the board that you're going to use. So I'm taking the Witch's Hat first of all, and the Nocturne, and just going to stamp that just towards the top of the page. There's more hand drawing this week, and it is a very sort of basic outline of the witch's back. And if you stay to the end, I'll show you the practice sketch that I did on white paper, so you can take a screenshot of it at the very end. Okay, so that's it, and a lot of this video is going to be speeded up because it did take quite a long time, but hopefully you'll get the gist of it. Starting off with this pastel pencil, which is a sepia colour, which is really a mix between black and brown. So it's not quite black, and I just thought we'd start this painting off with some drawing and adding in some deep colours like we did last week, and just taking it from there. Okay, next up we're going to do the background, and I should have said first of all at the outset that I do have a reference picture for this little painting. I found it on Pinterest. I'm not sure if there's copyright attached to it. Mine of course is a little bit different. It's not exactly the same, but I am taking reference from it in terms of some of the colours and the general design. I think actually the original is a little oil painting, so it's fun to see how it can be translated into soft pastels. Now, essentially this background you'll see is a series of vertical lines in different colours and then occasional blending. So it's very much mixing the colours on the actual pastel mat. And it's just laying down dark colours and light colours together, and mixing for medium tones, dark tones and light tones.
It's magic, wouldn't you know? It's something fantastic, wants to be known. And all that you gotta do is be willing to look for it. It's magic, alive in my bones. I've dreamed of infinite things, and reality seems so limiting. The wonder and mystery's calling me, I can't escape. 'Cause what if the song in my soul wants me to know that it's magic? Wouldn't you know?
So as you can see, I'm starting to add some very abstract flowers in the foreground, and they really are just little circles and dashes and nothing too fancy, and I'm just sort of letting my pencil glide over the page, and there we are with a few more added, just building it up with different colours and different marks and so forth. And I thought it would be interesting then just to stamp this beautiful stamp in the background as well. I love this stamp, and I forget that I have it, and it's a golden opportunity to use it for this particular piece, I think.
Somehow, somewhere.
So there you have it, folks, and lots of scribbling, lots of blending, a whole mixture of very bright colours, and that's the beauty of that particular pastel set. I think it has to be one of my favourites. And no glitter on it this week. I just didn't think it needed it. I think the colour speaks for itself, and it was very enjoyable to do, and say a whole series of vertical lines all blended together. It's amazing what you can achieve. And as promised, I'm just getting my rough sketch that I made at the very start before I did the project. It's maybe not exactly the same, but it's more or less. So look, if you enjoyed the project and you've learned something or feel inspired to use your pastel pencils, please consider subscribing. It's free to do so. Also, please hit the like button, the share, and also leave me a comment, which I always reply to. So until next time, take very good care of yourselves, and above all, get creating, be brave, and do enjoy the adventure.